All right. Welcome to Clarity Sessions with Bill Fauth, where we cut through the noise and bring you real, practical clarity on money, business, mindset, and everything in between. Now, if you're a mompreneur, a business owner, or someone who's just ready to take more control of your financial life, this is your space. No fluff, no overwhelm, just simple, powerful insights you can actually use. Because let's be real. When you got the right clarity, you make better decisions, and better decisions lead to a whole different life. And so let's get into it. Today's question is,
how can someone tell if their business is actually making money or just keeping them busy?
as a small business owner, you're going to have different roles in the business. We talked about the LSOR model, where you have different, sales and marketing, the operations and fulfillment. You're going to have the admin and support. You're going to have the research and development. You're going to be in the business as the leader of the business, the CEO and the manager, and you're also going to be as the investor in the business. One of the goals in life, overall goals in life, is to make lack of money a non-issue. That's the big picture stuff. So if you haven't figured out yet, I would figure out how to inherit it. I mean, I'm kidding, but I'm half serious. The idea, if you're not going to inherit the money, then you got to earn it, right? Actually, it's in the earning it that it's who we become. The idea is that, our career, our work, our capacity to create gives us a sense of self-esteem, a sense of worthiness, a sense of purpose in life. So as a business owner, you're doing that on multiple levels, and, multiple cylinders are running. So the idea is that, when it comes to money, the idea is that we want to make inflation your friend, and we want to make taxes your friend. So the idea is that, again, going back to the circle, where we'll line down the middle, 50% of what comes in we keep, and 50% goes out to taxes. If I can learn how to make it so that I can keep 25 or 30% more of the money, then that money is available for me to keep in my business, or to invest in my family, or to invest for my future. So the idea is that if you're not paying taxes and you're just paying all your bills, then one of the bills you want to put in is your salary. I mean, I guess we need to split the hairs on this and be more, define what you mean by that. The idea is that as an investor, you're looking for a return on your capital. So as a small business owner, you're taking money out of your personal bank account, and you're taking it out of your left-hand pocket and putting it in your right-hand pocket, which is your business. And the idea is that you're taking it out of the bank, which is going to pay you 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, maybe 10% if you invested in stocks, and put it into a business where you can make, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 200,000% by investing it into a business. So you can accelerate the growth of that money by investing it into a business. But the idea is that if I invest in other people's businesses, like the stock market, the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones or the Russell, I can buy index funds, and I'm investing in professionally managed businesses that other people are running, and I'm getting my pay as dividends and capital gains from other people running those businesses. The idea, if I run a small business, my own business, I want to be able to get more money than I can get by investing in other people's businesses in the stock market. So that's why you do that. So the idea is that what are the economic benefits I'm getting as an investor in my own business? And here's where, again, there's a tremendous amount of opportunity as a small business owner. You're going to get a return on your capital that you're invested. But now you're also going to be in the role of the CEO or the leader. And the leader is going to get access to, or if you're working for another company as a leader, you'd want to have a salary to get paid for your time. But you're also going to want some upside. If you take this money from zero to hero, you make a lot of money for it, you make it grow, you're going to want a percentage of that upside. You're going to want a percentage of that growth. So as a CEO of your business, you're going to want to get paid a salary, plus you're going to want to get the benefits of the economic benefits. So your compensation package might include a 401k plan, the special areas of the tax code, where you can set up a defined benefit plan with all kinds of crazy tax deductions and pay yourself and your family. So the idea, as the CEO of the business, you're going to get paid. Then you also might want to, hire your kids or hire your relatives or other people, and then the money that the business is generating and paying out to contractors, that's staying within the family. So that's part of your return on investment, if you want to call it that, the capacity to benefit family members and yourself. The other thing that you can do is, here's where, as a small business owner working from home, now you have the capacity to deduct some of the, as a W-2 employee, I can't deduct my mortgage. I can't deduct my car payments. I can't deduct my insurances. I can't deduct the allowance I pay my kids, that kind of thing. As a business owner, you can do that. So there's a bunch of different levels of economic benefit that you can bestow or benefit from as a small business owner. When I'm teaching a class on this, I used to teach in the Certified Financial Planning program. I was an adjunct professor of finance and accounting at Farmingdale College, where I taught, investments, taxes, management for many years. And I also taught in the Certified Financial Planning program. I taught at FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology, managing money in a small business. The idea, how we can circulate the economic benefits as a small business owner is one of the key reasons why you go into business, because you can do that. But the issue is you have to deal with the associated responsibilities that come with that and the mental bandwidth compression that comes with that. As a business owner, you have ways of extracting economic benefits that can inure or go to your family's benefit long term. Ultimately, we want to become financially free. And what that means and what that's different amounts for different people is, the idea is you want to do what you're doing because you love what you're doing, not because you're out of a lack of money. Ultimately, we do things because we need to make money. When we get to the point where we don't need to make money anymore, then hopefully you're doing what you love because you keep doing it anyway. If you love what you're doing, then you don't work a day of your life. But if that's not the case, then you want to get to the point earlier in your life, or as soon as you can in your life, where lack of money is no longer motivating you. And one of the quickest ways to get there is owning a business. Owning real estate and owning a business are the two ways to become wealthy in this country. As a business owner, that's the way you accelerate your time to financial freedom. And with the strategies of, of circulating the benefits within the family, accelerates that process even more.